Dentin is the major hard tissue forming the bulk of the tooth. It lies beneath enamel in the crown and beneath cementum in the root. Unlike enamel, dentin is a living tissue because it contains microscopic tubules and remains connected to the pulp. Dentin is formed by specialized cells called odontoblasts, which line the outer surface of the pulp. Composition-wise, dentin contains about 70% inorganic material, mainly hydroxyapatite crystals, 20% organic matrix, and 10% water. Primary dentin forms before root completion and constitutes most of the tooth. Secondary dentin forms after root completion throughout life. Tertiary dentin forms as a protective response to stimuli like caries, cavity predation, or trauma. Sclerotic dentin forms when dentinal tubules become calcified. Different dentin layers include mantle dentin, which is the first formed dentin near the dentino-enamel junction. Circumpulpal dentin forms the main body of dentin. Predentin is the freshly secreted unmineralized dentin adjacent to pulp. Peritubular dentin surrounds each tubule and is highly mineralized. Intertubular dentin lies between tubules and forms the major bulk. One of the most important features of dentin is the presence of dentinal tubules. These microscopic channels extend from the pulp outward toward the dentino-enamel junction. In the crown, these tubules follow a characteristic ace-shaped path due to crowding of odontoblasts. The tubules are wider near the pulp and narrower near the outer surface. Why is dentin sensitive? The most accepted explanation is the hydrodynamic theory. According to this theory, stimuli like cold, heat, air drying, or touch cause movement of fluid inside dentinal tubules. This fluid movement mechanically stimulates nerve endings near the pulp and produces pain. That is why exposed dentin can be extremely sensitive. Spatial dentin structures are clinically important. Dead tracks occur when odontoblastic processes degenerate and tubules become air-filled. Interglobular dentin develops when chalcospheroids fail to fuse during mineralization. Tomes fibers are simply odontoblastic processes present inside dentinal tubules. Now let's understand the 5 major functions of dentin, the tissue that forms the bulk of every tooth. First, the supportive function. Dentin makes up most of the tooth structure and acts as a strong foundation, supporting the brittle enamel during chewing and biting. Second, the protective function. It acts as a protective barrier, shielding the delicate pulp from mechanical forces, temperature changes, and harmful chemicals. Third, the sensory function. Dentin contains thousands of microscopic, fluid-filled dentinal tubules. When these tubules are stimulated by cold, heat, touch, or sweet foods, the fluid movement activates nerve endings in the pulp, producing pain. Fourth, the reparative or defensive function. Whenever the tooth is attacked by caries, trauma, or restorative procedures, odontoblasts respond by forming secondary or tertiary dentin. This creates a protective barrier that helps defend the pulp. Finally, the formative function. Dentin provides the structural framework for the attachment of enamel at the dentino-enamel junction and cementum along the root, ensuring the overall strength and integrity of the tooth. In short, dentin doesn't just support the tooth, it protects, senses, repairs, and maintains its structure throughout life. Now let's understand why dentin is so important in clinical dentistry. The most sensitive area of a tooth is the dentino-enamel junction, or DEJ. This is because stimuli reaching this region can rapidly activate the dentin tubules and trigger pain. During cavity preparation, dentists work carefully near the DEJ to avoid unnecessary irritation of the pulp. Several conditions can expose dentin, including dental caries, abrasion caused by aggressive brushing, and attrition resulting from tooth-to-tooth wear. When dentin is injured, the tooth doesn't remain defenseless. The odontoblasts respond by depositing tertiary dentin, also known as reparative dentin. This protective barrier helps shield the pulp from further damage and slows the progression of injury. This natural defense mechanism is one of the reasons the tooth can survive mild to moderate insults. Let's finish with some high-yield exam questions. Question 1. What is the most accepted theory explaining dentin sensitivity? Answer: the hydrodynamic theory. Question 2. What is the first dentin formed during tooth development? Answer: mantle dentin. Question 3. Which type of dentin forms the major bulk of dentin? Answer: intertubular dentin. Question 4. Which cells are responsible for dentin formation? Answer: odontoblasts. If you remember these 4 points, you'll be well prepared for both university exams and competitive dental entrance exams. Let's revise everything about dentin in one quick summary. Dentin forms the bulk of the tooth. It lies beneath enamel in the crown and beneath cementum in the root. Although it is less mineralized than enamel, it is stronger and more flexible than bone, making it an ideal supporting tissue. One of its unique features is the presence of S-shaped dentinal tubules. These microscopic channels extend from the pulp to the dentino-enamel junction. They are wider near the pulp and narrower near the DEJ, allowing nutrients and sensory stimuli to travel through the tooth. Dentin sensitivity is best explained by the hydrodynamic theory. According to this theory, external stimuli such as cold, heat, air, or touch cause movement of fluid inside the dentinal tubules. This fluid movement stimulates nerve endings in the pulp, producing the characteristic sharp pain. Dentin is formed by specialized cells called odontoblasts, which line the pulp chamber. These cells secrete predentin, which later mineralizes to become mature dentin. Their long odontoblastic processes extend to the dentinal tubules throughout the life of the tooth. Another important feature is that dentin contains peritubular dentin, which lines the tubules, and intertubular dentin, which forms the major bulk between the tubules. When the tooth faces irritation, trauma, or dental caries, it responds by forming tertiary dentin as a natural defense mechanism. Overall, dentin is a dynamic, living tissue that provides structural support, protects the pulp, transmits sensory information, and actively participates in repair and defense. Remember this simple line: dentin is strong, sensitive, and smart, the living core that keeps every tooth functional and protected.